Yay, story time. Everybody gather around. I don't know, this one's alright. So, when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, we lived in these apartments in Texas, and they were not the best, but they were where we lived, and we dealt with it. Now, by this time, I had only been in public schools for just a year or so, because right before middle school, I was homeschooled for about 3 years or something like that. So there was a ton of shit I did not know about. But I had this friend, her name was Celia, and she came over to my house one time in our apartment, and she was like, "Hey, I learned something really cool, and I want to show you." And I was like, "Show me." Well, she does the blood gang sign. You spell blood out with your fingers. And I was like, that is the coolest shit I've ever seen, because it's an actual word with both your hands. I was totally impressed. Totally. So she taught me how. Well, I totally practiced it, showed my brothers and everybody. I was like, look at this. This is the coolest thing. And I had no idea what it meant. I was just like, whatever. And then I had my best friend at the time lived across from me. She had two twin sisters. One of them actually follows me on here, so it'll be really funny if she watches this. But anyways, one dated a Crip, the other one was dating a Blood, if I remember correctly. I know the Crip for sure, but I thought they couldn't be in the same room together, so it was weird. And I had no idea. So I showed my friend Melody, and she was like, you gotta show my sisters. This is so funny. But she knew what it meant. Anyways, so I go and I show one of them, the one that was dating the Crip, and she was like, can you come back when my boyfriend comes over and show him? They're like 16, 17 or whatever, so I was like, I'm totally fitting in with the bigger kids. So I was like, sure, I'll come over and I'll blood this whole shit up. I don't give a fuck. So I came over there and I totally, yeah. So I showed her boyfriend, and he walks over to me and grabs my hand. He has a lighter in his hand. He sticks the lighter underneath my hand and he lights it once, and he's holding on to me, and he says, you do that shit again, I'm lighting both your hands on fire. And I was like, so I'm like kind of freaking out, a little bit. And I thought, oh shit, now it's coming to me what this might actually mean. And I didn't do it again. But they all started laughing and thought it was hilarious. I didn't think it was that funny. But they got a good laugh out of it. I definitely didn't show anybody again. It was crazy. I think in our area, though, there was a lot of blood and Crip violent stuff. I don't know. It seems like if I remember right, there was a lot. So I eventually figured it out and realized why I shouldn't have done that and what it actually meant. And there's another time in that apartment complex, one of the few times my mom was home, and we were on the second floor, and we heard gunshots, and we all hit the deck. My mom called the police. Turns out this woman got mad at her baby daddy. I don't know why I laughed. It's not funny. Nobody got hurt though, and so that's cool. We weren't there much longer after that, actually. My mom met somebody, and then we moved out. Probably good. I did go back there last summer, and it's totally different. But my brother Caleb told me the other day that the Bloods and Crips don't even beef anymore. I don't even know if that's accurate, but I mean, I think it is, because I just seen a music video with both of them in it. Unless they're not real gangsters. They gotta be, because, it's the game. He's pretty legit, right? I was like, well, isn't that interesting? Why don't they just come together, unite as one big gangster unit, call themselves the Croods or the Blips, wear purple. That color's probably, I think that color is taken. But fuck it, they're gangsters. They could do whatever they want, apparently.